Thank you for watching this demonstration of our new item editor. The item editor will eventually replace the product manager, but it is still missing some of the advanced features like block editing and advanced querying and other fields. It also doesn't currently support manual updates to on-hand quantities for items on advanced inventory control, nor the fields for our new rental module. That said, the new design improves ease of use and is highly customizable, giving you the ability to show the fields important to you. So let's get started. I'll click on the item editor, and this will launch the welcome screen. On the welcome screen, you'll see that it has 4 portlets. If using advanced inventory control, and you have items in the holding tank, this portlet shows you the number of items in the holding tank, 9. Clicking this button will take you into the individual items section of the item editor and let you scroll through the 9 items in the holding tank, one at a time, making corrections as needed. This portlet shows you the outstanding purchase orders. Here you can see the number of active or future promotions in this portlet. And then finally, you can see the number of batches that are outstanding or overdue. Below the portlets, you have the ability to search items or groups of items to refine what appears on the individual items section of the item editor. You can search by barcode or a portion of the barcode. For example, many of you are aware that the first 6 digits of the barcode represent the manufacturer. So if for some reason you want to look at items for a specific manufacturer, you can use this feature. You can search by description, say Mylanta for instance. You can also search by department, category, fine line, and or vendor. Also, you can use any or all of these fields in combination. For example, I will type 716837, which is the first 6 digits of a manufacturer, and click search. This will bring up 39 records for that manufacturer. If I want to look at these items individually in the items section of the item editor, I can click on the first item in the list, and this will take me to that item in the main section of the item editor. Before I do that, I'd like to point out that you're not required to do anything in this screen. It is just designed to provide you with important information and give you the opportunity to refine the items that you will see when you get to the main section of the item editor. So if you simply wish to bypass this screen, you can click the X in the upper right hand corner of the screen and it will take you directly into the item editor. In this example, I'll click on the first item in the list, the Pepsid, and now it will take me to the main screen. In the upper left-hand corner, you can see left and right arrows. So if I want to scroll through the 39 items, I can simply click Next, and it will take me to each item in the list of 39 items. I can click the left arrow to go back as well. At any time, if you'd like to bring up a different item, you can simply type or scan that item into the barcode field. And I'm going to do that right now to bring up an item that has more sales information and inventory information. So I've scanned the Maalox barcode and brought up the Maalox item. If we go to the right side of the screen, we can click here for help. We can click here for the theme editor, which allows you to change the theme and the color. We can click here to display the splash or welcome screen, just in case you want to come back in here and refine your search. And if we click here, we can unlock for editing, and I will come back to that in a little bit. Now this screen is broken up into 3 sections. The top section above this line, the middle section between these 2 lines, and the lower section. Let's start with talking about the upper section. Here is the report description, and if I want to change the report description, I can click on this and make my changes. If I want to bring up a new item, I can simply type or scan into this field with my scanner. The fine line section provides more detail than what you're used to seeing in the product manager. If you need to change your fine line, you simply click on this edit button and select the new fine line. The on-hand, regular retail, and average cost sections are just for a quick view and are not where you make your changes. The middle section between this line at the top and this line at the bottom contains widgets. You can edit this section and select different widgets that more closely match the information you need and features you use. I will show you how to customize this section in a moment. And finally, below this line, we have the bottom section, which defaults to overview showing sales data. Here you can see the sales history, which defaults to 12 months but can go back up to 60 months. The history type, which is both regular and promo pricing. The display, which is monthly or daily. You can also display this in the grid mode. Over on the right-hand side, you have the quantity of this item that was sold during the current month and year to date. The plus or minus for the previous month and the year-over-year increase in this case of 950%. The sales total for 2025 and the cost total for 2025. Below overview, you have functions. This is where you can click add new item or clone new item or delete. If you see it's grayed out, you can hover over the information button and it'll tell you why you cannot delete this item. It has inventory and it's active. Correct those and you can delete the item. This is also where we will be adding advanced functions like the block editor. And finally, below functions, you can click on Other Fields. Other Fields is set up just like the tabs in the Product Manager. And all of the fields that exist under those tabs in the Product Manager are defaulted to show in each of the corresponding sections below. The nice part of this section is that you can add or remove fields shown in any of these sections. For example, you can edit the main section to display fields of information you regularly use that don't appear on one of the widgets. These fields can come from any of the other sections. To edit what appears on this screen, simply click on the edit icon and a pop-up will appear. The pop-up has two columns, available fields and selected fields. On the left-hand side are all of the available fields from the item editor. Simply click or unclick the ones that you want to see or not see. In this case, let's say that you are not on our loyalty program. So you can deselect loyalty, and in the upper right-hand corner, you click Save Changes, and you can see the loyalty points field is now removed from your screen. This works for each of the sections listed here and is remembered for each user. This makes it great for sites that give different users different responsibilities. And finally, to edit the widget section, we come back to the top of the screen and click this Unlock for Editing button. And now we can edit any of the widgets from these sections. So for instance, let's say that in our store, we do not use bin locations. This widget shows bin locations. If I don't want to use this widget, I can click X. Now the widget's gone, and I can look at these other widgets. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this widget. It'll come up and it shows me my current on hand, my average cost, my target margin. I can still set my inventory control. It shows my min and max, my cost of inventory, the last time I counted, and what I have on order. I don't need any additional information. This opens up two more sections. Anywhere you have a blank space, you can add a widget as long as that widget is the same size as the blank space. When you're satisfied with your widgets, then simply click this button again, and your widgets are now saved. This will just be blank space. It doesn't harm anything. And that wraps up the demo. Thank you very much for watching. Please give us feedback as you begin using our new item editor. Have a great day.